How's it going, my dude?
Oh, hey, my dude.
I don't know. What's up, everybody? It's Erin.
And Nicole. And this is Dude That's Fucked Up, and I want to ask you if I have banana in my teeth. But I feel like it'll blend in, so who cares?
Yeah, I know. I don't think, if anything, it fills in any gaps you might have, you know?
Excellent. Yeah, my food trap, the one imperfection I have after that fucking nightmare of jaw surgery.
Yep.
You couldn't make it perfect? Really?
You're in there for so long. What are you doing? You know, you're like doing a full surgery. Why not just
fucking perfect it?
Get it going.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're good. You have beautiful teeth. And
good. Thank
they
you.
look very clean
Excellent.
to me. How's everybody doing? How are you, people?
Oh, hey, people.
Hello, buddies. Hello, dudes. Hope you're all well. Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of this here podcast. We got a good one for you, I think.
Oh my God.
Oh, bitch.
I love it so much. We had to not talk about it. Like, we talked about it a little bit when we decided to do this as a topic, and then we were like, shut it down. Do not talk about it any further. Save it for the pod. Save it for the people. They're expecting it.
Oh my God. I can't wait to hear all of your thoughts and feelings on this. But before we do that, do we have any business?
No biz, I don't think, that I know of, that I'm aware of. What about you?
No. Just go to our website, dtfupodcast.com.
Yeah. We have a TikTok. It's fun, too.
Oh my God.
If you want to visit the TikTok.
So fun.
Yeah.
We have so much fun. Nicole does all of the TikToks, and they are so good. I mean, the editing is impeccable. That's all, anytime I show one of our TikToks to somebody, they're always like, who makes these for you? And I'm like, Nicole does. They're like, these are so good. Like, they can't believe that, like, a
regular old person.
A regular old geriatric millennial can do this.
Yeah.
But here you are just creating content that is immaculate and spectacular. So
oh my God, thank you. Honestly, they take hours. They are 15-second videos that take literal hours because it's just finding the timing, I fucking Photoshop shit just to put in for like a 1-second gag. I need to stop, honestly, because it's too much.
You need to streamline it a little bit, I think.
But I have so much fun, and I just like get going, and it's truly so fun. So, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna Photoshop this little thing on here, and then I'm like, hee.
It's fun. I know. I can tell you have so much fun with it.
I have so much fun. Yeah, it's truly.
You send it to me. You're like, does this work? Like, knowing full well that it works.
No, I don't always know. Know. And also, you give me pitches and stuff, and you're like, what about this? Or like, could we add the
like this music under it? Like,
can we add the recorder? My heart will go on music under this. I go, how did I not think of that? You know what I mean? So
I do. You know what? Teamwork makes the dream work. We just started applying our millennial work ethic and sensibility to every TikTok we do. So it's collaborative. Yeah. It's all you. It's all Nicole. I help a little bit.
Yeah.
But
and you let me do it.
Oh God, I love it. It makes me so happy. The fucking most recent one you did with the shake weights, I died.
Oh my God. That took so fucking long, dude. For this
so
2-second gag, not photoshopped. I guess I like edited in shake weights so it looked like we were moving them. It's so dumb, but what a fun time.
Oh, I love it.
Because also it's like how, I want to like highlight the funny bits. So
yeah,
it's
very fun, very, very good time. So check that out. Let's see what else. That's all the biz, I think.
Yeah, that's all the biz.
Anything fucked up for you this week?
Well, I feel like I can say this now because it's getting resolved, but my dad's been gone for 4 weeks now, and they're just now maybe getting to cremating him, which I just want to let everyone know, don't let anyone die right now, because everything's still backed up from coronavirus, and it is stressful, and it's just like, it's not funny, but also it's like getting resolved, so I feel better about it, but it's like, dude, I'm just,
what a fucking mess.
What a fucking mess. It's so is. And I got an email today, and it was like, we should have your father's cremated remains by the end of next week or the beginning of the following week. And I was like, what a thing to send in an email. And it's just also like, you know. It for them it's just like normal business stuff, and for me it's like jarring. Like, I'm just like,
it's like they're like giving you an update on a shipping like, confirmation or something.
Sorry. Yeah, we lost your Amazon package, but it looks like it's been rerouted. It's like, no, that's my dad. But
my God.
But luckily, it's all getting wrapped up. It's been a weird thing that I didn't think was bothering me, but it for sure was. And also I started therapy today, which I'm so energized. I feel it was so nice, and the lady was so nice and lovely. And just, if anyone out there is like on the fence about it or doesn't think it will help you out any, you know, I was like, well, I talk a lot to you. I talk a lot to Pete. I'm very open about things, but it's still really helped.
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same
having
thing.
A third party
neutral
person who just like listens to you and can help you work through things that, you know, I or Pete or, you know, any of your family or anybody that's close to you who maybe is a good sounding board but doesn't know how to, like, you know, help you in a way that's like deeper than being empathetic, I guess, you know?
Well, and also it's kind of nice to have, you know, you hear from your friends like, you could hear from your friends the same thing that a therapist says to you, but like when they say it to you, maybe it just hits different because you don't know them, you don't have any baggage, you don't have any whatever, you know. And it was just honestly, the nicest part was just like talking and realizing some stuff and about how I'm feeling right now about my dad and stuff, and also just like relationships with my family, and then also just like having someone be like, without any like pity or their own sadness about the situation, because she didn't know my dad. Yeah. Just having someone be like, wow, that's really hard. Yeah. And being like, oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It's so hard. So,
oh, man. Yeah. I think everybody wants that kind of, even like you said, even if you feel like you know, vent a lot or whatever, and, you know, have people to talk to who are there for you, it's not the same, because they have sadness for you in a way that's like tied emotionally to their experience with you as a person, as a friend, as a partner, whatever. And this person, like you said, is a neutral third party, and they're just
a professional,
and they're like telling you, that shit's hard, and you're like, the validation is like more than you could possibly. I can't even imagine how
it's so nice. And I'm just so excited to talk to her about like career dreams and like all this other stuff that's not right now, you know, like the trauma of right now.
Because we contain multitudes, and there's lots of things that we got to talk about. So
and process. We have so many things, and I just feel like I have so many things going on. And also I'm meeting my dad back, and I have to find somewhere to put him in my apartment.
Clear space.
Where is he going? Is he going to be in the bedroom? That seems weird. Is he going to be maybe on the bookshelf somewhere? I haven't decided. Maybe in the office. Maybe he will be making an appearance over behind me. If anyone's watching, if you're listening, I'm pointing to a little table behind me. Maybe he'll hang out there. We don't know. He might be the third member of this podcast. I don't know.
Who's to say?
My God. We'll see if I've lost it by then. So
no, you're doing great. You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
What's your fucked up of the week?
Nothing personally for me, but I have to talk about this the story that's in the news. I absolutely have to. I will
no.
spontaneously combust if I don't. Much like the subject of this news item that I have to talk about.
No.
So you guys know that there is a candle that Goop, Gwyneth Paltrow sells, called "This Candle Smells Like My Vagina," assuming her vagina here.
Spoiler alert, you know it doesn't smell anything like her actual vagina.
Like,
I'm sorry. Your vagina smells like sandalwood, really?
Oh my God. It's just so dumb. But anyway, so this candle it costs $75 to buy this candle, first of all. That's offensive. I mean, I'm not offended by anything smelling like a vagina. Vagina is fantastic.
The price I'm saying is offensive.
The price is offensive.
Yeah.
Like the subject matter of the candle. Great, whatever.
Great, fine.
But fine.
Yeah,
but so the reason this is in the news is because this candle, there's a man who had this candle on his nightstand and it fully like combusted. It just became a fireball when he lit it. So he had it lit for like maybe an hour or two, maybe 3, whatever, and it just like fully erupted in flames. Like the whole thing just like exploded basically.
Oh my God.
So now he's suing Goop over this shit, which is hilarious because they don't even actually make the candle. They did like a collaboration with another candle company, but this man is like, no, absolutely not. I'm coming for your fucking shit, Gwyneth. Like your literal pussy poppin' candle is too much.
Literally poppin'.
It's literally and so this man in Texas is who's suing. His name is, and bless this guy, but he this guy said he's from Texas. His name's Colby Watson, and he says it became this candle that is called "Smells Like My Vagina" became engulfed in high flames the first time he lit it. So he's seeking damages for this candle incident, which for more than $5 million, first of all, great. Try to get that money, but I don't think this is going to happen.
Fucking grifter extraordinary. Honestly, like,
when grifters come for grifters, we love to see it.
Yeah, well, we do love that. The first red flag was that this man was from Texas and bought a Goop candle that smells like her vagina. I thought that was a red flag. It just doesn't sound like
incongruent.
It's incongruent. I just feel like
there are cool places in Texas.
Oh no, yeah, it's nothing. It goes against who I think Goop's audience is, honestly, which is white women, is who I think are Goop's audience. So that's already kind of like he's already an outlier, and sure. Also I think very, very coastal. So then it's like first Texas, and then it's a guy named Colby.
Yes, Colby Watson.
Colby Watson.
That's such a Texan name.
There's no way. This is no way. Colby Watson. It's a fake made up name. This guy was out to get her from the start. He wants $5 billion.
Well, and I would love to think that if this actually hadn't happened to somebody else who bought this candle. So this happened to a person in London also. So this candle
also a man. He's it was a man who lived in the countryside.
This woman in London in January had a similar incident happen to her. She said her name is Jodie Thompson, and she reported that her vagina candle it exploded basically, not just like high flames, like it actually exploded.
Oh fuck.
And so maybe this candle is very defective, but it has happened to more than one person. I believe these people. Candles can be very dangerous, but I think that a $5 million lawsuit is a bit much, sir. I hope you get something.
I hope you get your $75 back, but that's it.
Yeah.
Was it like, I don't know. Oh man. Yeah. Well then, okay, so if this stuff is real, and I apologize for thinking that this man was making this up, Sir Colby. What's his last name?
Colby Watson.
Colby Watson. I apologize to you, sir, because it sounds like maybe you were telling the truth, but now
I don't think these people aren't telling the truth. I think this 100% happened. I just don't think $5 million in damage. Like,
yeah, that's a lot. It sounded fabricated, but now that I know that multiple candles are exploding, now I'm concerned more about the candles. What's going on? How are these candles so explosive? They're fucking candles. What's in the wax? Like, what's happening? Were these not QA'd? Like, where's the quality assurance? I want a number with someone's initials signed that they checked this vagina candle. It will not explode next to my bed. Quality assured.
Yeah, quality assured. I don't know what's
for
happening.
$75 for a candle? Yeah.
$75 for a fucking vagina candle. Yeah. I cannot.
Yeah.
I simply had to talk about it. So that is my fucked up
I'm so glad you brought it up. Yeah.
I was going to explode if I didn't talk about it.
Oh my God. I am so
ridiculous.
glad I learned that. And here we are.
Yeah. I have no segue for this, but we're going to start just with our topic now of the day. Yeah. It's to do with furries, everybody. Get ready. Buckle up. Here we go. We've
fucking zip in.
Yeah, zip up your fursuit. Let's go.
Pull that hoodie with the ears on right up over your head.
Clip your little foxtail on. Let's go.
Yes.
We've discussed at length in a previous episode the virtues and pitfalls of furrydom. We did an entire episode on furries, episode 117, for sure.
For sure.
For sure. We learned a lot about furries in the research for that episode. I think we both it changed our worldview a lot. I did a quick re-listen to like the first half of the episode, and it was really fun just to see what we'd learned and what we thought about it. And it's very funny.
I should have listened.
It's pretty funny. I know, because usually I never go back and listen to episodes, but I was like, what did we cover? What did we like go into? And I didn't listen. I was like annoyed with myself at some point, and I was like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah. I get
it. We talked about in the very beginning, like just how our ideas of what furries were totally off. Like what it was, the community was like, was very different than what we had assumed. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's very much worth a listen if you would like to get some background on furries. We're by no means a authority or anything on that. We are just
I'm not a professional.
A professional, yeah. Let's just say, like, upon researching, our eyes were open, and perhaps you can have a similar experience in learning about that community.
I like that.
So, yeah, but I was laughing pretty hard at like at us. We are ridiculous. The first 15 to 20 minutes in, we were having an argument about who is more fuckable, Buzz Lightyear or Woody from Toy Story. So
who did
that alone?
Okay, who did you pick?
Oh, I would fuck Woody in 2
seconds.
Oh
yeah, gross. Like, okay, no, I'm still Team Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. You were like, no, his chin's great, and I was like, I hate his chin, and yeah.
Oh no, it's so manly. I love his jaw. Oh, he's so. Yeah. Oh, we could rehash it, but it sounds
literally
like
this is exactly no, this is exactly what it was. This is 100%. It's like a full rehashing of that conversation.
God, that's so fun.
Yeah, it was funny.
I love it. And also, oh no, I saw that you wrote this in the notes. I was like, oh no, because for some reason in my mind I was like, that wasn't a Patreon thing. Oh, like, God, it's so upsetting. We've talked about this recently, just like off the podcast, but I think we were cutting something out, and we were like, yeah, we could leave it in, we could leave it out. And then I was like, yeah, I don't know. And you're like, you'd be horrified to hear some of the things we've said. some of the things we left in, and I was like, oh, that's why I can never listen. I feel like we just brought this up recently, but yeah. Oh my God. Wow. What a time.
It was wonderful and horrifying at the same time. I was like, oh, wow. So yeah, if you haven't listened to that episode though, please go back and listen to that. And then come back to this one, and you'll get into the minds of us in this current moment talking about it. So
love it.
Okay. So furries in the furry community is wonderful for the most part. Individual furries, the entire community, great. We love it. Anytime anybody's having a good time, great. Yeah. Not hurting anybody, great.
Nothing's inherently wrong with them. It's just they're their own thing.
Yeah. They're delightful, playful, and have conventions to come together and meet up sometimes and enjoy their collective fandom and meet each other in person.
Oh.
Sorry. And, just like, there's like, different workshops they could go to, like how to make a fur, like a head, like how to like style your fursona, like there's like all kinds of like things that are helpful for people who are in the community, maybe.
Like you can meet costume designers. You can meet people that make accessories for your furry fursona. You can meet people that do like karaoke or whatever. Like you could, like it's like going to DragCon or something where all the facets are, there's like a lot of different facets behind the scenes, entertainment, like merch. There's like furch.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
Not a good word. I feel like.
But yeah, there's just like there's so many more like little facets to the subculture,
right?
In and of itself, and a lot of especially this past year, but in previous years, the internet is very helpful for people in this community to meet each other, and then being able to meet each other in real life is a whole thing too. So this is a fun convention.
I think too, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in our initial episode about furries, we thought it was like a kink, which it is, but it's also not. Like
right. It can be.
And there is like a subculture, like you were saying, there's so many like subcultures within furrydom. And I did learn today that YIF is like, excuse me, if you're YIF friendly, you're like into the sexy stuff.
Yeah.
Which maybe we already knew that, but I forgot. So I relearned it today.
Yeah, and it's like that's like people who want to like do sexy stuff, like in fursuits in their fursona.
In their fursona, it's like the kink part of this community or whatever.
But that's not all it is. I mean, a lot of this stuff is like, a lot of it's like online, works really well online. A lot of it, IRL.
Gaming.
A lot of it IRL does not work so well, but
there is like a good like Venn diagram in the gaming community, like on Twitch and stuff, on YouTube. I saw some videos today of like people who it like a very good online thing, because also it like lets people be a character and like explore a different side of them. I would say, if you don't listen to the other episode, or if you don't remember much about it, like too long, didn't listen, you don't have to be into it, but also no one needs to be an asshole about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So on our episode today, we're going to talk about how one such convention for furries called RainFurrest went horribly, horribly wrong back in 2015. So there's several different types of conventions for furries that have been in existence for a long time, and RainFurrest over time became one of the larger ones.
And probably has the best name.
I think so. It's pretty great.
So. RainFurrest Cafe. Yeah. Opening soon in a mall near you.
That's right. Or closing. But before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to our darling angel of a listener, Brian, for sending me the TikTok from Furby Lesbian at Furby Lesbian, in which she hilariously chronicles this whole debacle of RainFurrest 2015. Highly recommend checking out her TikTok at Furby Lesbian.
Oh my gosh, we have to. We'll share it on our social medias.
Yeah, so funny. So Brian sent me this TikTok. And he was like, "This is like insane. It sounds like an AI bot like listened to your podcast and regurgitated out an episode for you." So here we are. Yeah. So I went down a rabbit hole after watching that. I read everything I could about this mess.
Oh my God.
And, obviously shared it with you simultaneously. And we just decided we had to do an episode on it.
It's too good.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
It's too bad. It's too good. Jesus Christ.
You know how you were saying earlier, like, like the furry community is wonderful and like they're delightful and stuff. Well, there's also assholes. As within any community, there's like total pieces of shit that are members of this community.
That's right.
Like this is where we're heading today, which is so fun.
We have talked about most of the virtues and like the playfulness and the fun aspects of it in the previous episode. And that's not what we're really talking about today. No. We're going to talk about the horrifying side of it.
Just like
today.
The worst of the first of the worst. The worst of the first? I don't know. It's real rough. Also, the Internet Historian channel on YouTube has a little background video on this as well, which is very informative. So check that out for some more context. Okay, so anyway, this is our take, though, on this whole mess. This convention, RainFurrest, it started back, the very first one was held August 24th through 26th in 2007 at the Holiday Inn Seattle SeaTac Airport Hotel in Washington State. I may have stayed there.
Really?
Well, because when we go visit Pete's family in Alaska, you always have to stop in Seattle. And so sometimes we'll do like a evening flight and then spend the night in Seattle and head to Los Angeles. And then fly out
in the morning.
Yeah.
Love that.
Oh my God. Okay, go on.
Okay, so the first one was at the Holiday Inn Seattle SeaTac.
Yeah.
But over the years, it grew to become pretty big. Like it started with a few hundred people and then became one of the largest furry conventions in the U.S. But that all came crashing down in 2015 due to the shitstorm that resulted at this particular con this particular year. RainFurrest 2015 was the 9th annual event, which was held on September 24th through 27th, 2015 at the Seattle Airport Hilton in Seattle, Washington. Yeah, upgrade. They needed that ballroom. They needed more rooms. They needed to get more furries packed in. So
they needed the expandable ballroom with like the accordion sides where you pull them open and then it's like, oh no, now this ballroom is twice as large and the max capacity has doubled.
Yes, they were doing it. The theme of this year's of the 2015 convention was, quote, swords and sorcery, and the attendance had grown to 2,704 this year.
Oh my God, how many? No.
No.
I was going to say, it doesn't make sense, but in my head it does. But like, how many like Disney cartoon Robin Hoods do you think there were?
I hope so many.
I hope so. Why is he so hot? I don't know.
That's where it all started for so many furries, I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's pretty impressive that they had grown their attendance that large. Like I said, it started off with like a couple hundred and had grown to over almost 3,000 people over the years. And because of that growth, RainFurrest was able to raise over $10,000 that year for the Cougar Mountain Zoo of Washington State. So doing good things.
Doing good things for the community. Yeah. It's cool. It's interesting. Like, this is a Seattle area event. Like every year this is where it was. It wasn't like traveling the U.S. or anything.
No, because it was started by a group of furries from the Pacific Northwest. I think it was like something like coniferous.
Oh.
Like was the – yeah. They are so good at puns. Like puns. I fucking love it.
It's because fur – I feel like you can wedge that into a lot of words.
Yeah, but coniferous forest is the type of forest that's in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
And then conifer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very cute.
Great. Love it.
Well, it kind of came out of this community, and then it was specific to the Pacific Northwest, to Seattle, where they would have it every year.
Yeah.
But it became one of the largest. It became like the 6th largest at some point, at one point. So,
wow.
And because there was a huge growth in numbers over it was like, steady growth. But with growth in numbers comes a higher probability of fuckery. That's just math, you guys. Like,
that's basic high school level freshman math.
Yeah, the more people that are in a place at a time, the greater the probability is that some crazy shit will happen.
Yeah. Also, if this was an equation and we're talking furries, there's a lot of things that, like, one of the main things about being a furry is a fursona. And we know that with that, you can completely mask who you are in real life as a person. That adds an element of fuckery that's, like, to the nth degree. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, people are maybe not going to act right because they don't have to, because no one knows who that is. Do you know what I mean? And
to be clear, like, not everybody at this convention wore
is a full
suit.
Yeah.
Like there's furries that wear fursuits and there's furries that don't. There's furries that like identify with this community that don't even dress up hardly at all.
Sure.
But maybe they are animators or whatever, and they are just like love this community, and they have different things that they enjoy about it that don't even have to do with fursuits. So true. But there was a lot of people in fursuits at this convention also.
Okay, but and also, like, so math aside, I just feel like, or maybe this is like anti-math, because it's their 9th year of doing this in 2015. 9 years into this convention, I feel like you're buttoned up. You're high and tight. Like you know what to expect because you've done this 9 years in a row, and you've learned.
You should have.
You should have learned of everything that, like, security should be bumped up. Snacks should be dialed in. Like all of the booths should be exactly what people are wanting to see. I just feel like this wasn't, what happened was unexpected for me.
Yes. So you're right. Like, I would think that after doing nearly a decade of this convention, the people who are in charge, who organize this event, would have some sort of like understanding of what the parameters need to be to like keep everybody kind of comfortable, safe, whatever. But
they have learnings, they have data, they have analytics,
and maybe those things were in place. But what happened at this convention, I just think it just happened, and we're going to talk about it right now. So first, let's talk about how and why this got all out of hand, and what actually it
transpired.
Was. So the first day of the con started seemingly pretty chill. Even though the event organizer opened the festival with a keynote address that was talking about the, quote, rumors of an evil curse on the festival, as it were. So kind of
rumors.
Rumors that there was a curse on RainFurrest itself.
Oh no, that's you don't address that. You pretend no one's talking about it.
Yeah, if that is the fact, then you're speaking something into existence that doesn't need to be have more power. Maybe if you believe in that kind of energy,
you just open the kitchen door to the backyard and you were like, everybody, a demon's come in.
Yeah. Oh, come. Yes.
I just made some fresh lemonade. Y'all want some?
Yeah. It's like naming a thing is what's gonna cause that curse to come to fruition.
Yeah.
So he literally said that shit and was like, okay, everybody have so much fun. and boy, did everybody have fun. Like way too much fun.
No.
People, this is how and why it all happened. People started partying hard, really fucking hard at this Hilton. So I'm talking like the classic, everybody's filling up their hotel bathtub and sink with ice from the ice machine, throwing their beers, throwing their vodka, throwing their whatever in the sink, having their little coolers, having their little like room parties, whatever, with each other, mixing and mingling. But then people were like also doing shrooms and many cartridges of nitrous oxide, like and then people were also disabling their smoke alarms to smoke weed and God knows what else.
Oh my God.
So it's like people are partying like rock stars at this very first, right off the bat.
It's like, okay, this is true. I was just going to compare it to the Gathering of the Juggalos, but here's why. People, it's like any sort of, I know this was a convention, but it feels very like music festival-y because of how into drugs and alcohol people got while here. It's like everyone's away from their families. They're in their fursona, whether they're in a full like furry costume or they're not. You still have a fursona and you're like extra confident. Maybe you're trying to be extra fun. You're
meeting new friends and new
friends.
And the energy is like very infectious and very, if you are, into the sexy part of it, then it's all getting very, your inhibitions are lowered now that you've introduced drugs and alcohol into the equation. So,
oh my God. And you said like people were getting into nitrous oxide and there were like not just people, like everyone.
And nitrous oxide, just in case like you're not clear on what we mean by the cartridges of nitrous oxide, it's like what you put into a like canister, like a whipped cream canister, like the restaurant kind, to do like
Starbucks
hardcore,
kind.
to do like hardcore whippets. Basically.
Yeah. People are doing whippets. These little, so there's like little canisters. They're just like a little inch and a half long, and they're just like a little tube. Pete makes his own whipped cream and has like a little
cute.
It's very good. And so we have like a couple of those, but I don't even know how you'd extract the gas out of it. I don't want to know.
You just put it into the canister and don't.
Oh, and huff it with nothing.
And huff it.
That's
what. Remember Steve-O when he was like at the depths of his addiction? That's what he was doing.
Oh, Steve-O.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing great now.
Yeah. Bless.
Yes. Good vibes for Steve-O. Oh my God. Well, there were like over 2,000 of these empty canisters strewn about the hotel. And I don't know, like, was it 10 people doing 200 of these each? Was it other math equivalents of how you get to 2,000?
Lots of math in this episode. I don't know if I'm ready for it.
Get rid. I hate it.
I hate it.
But you know what I mean? Like, we don't know, did everyone partake and that's why there was over 2,000, or was it concentrated to like a group of people who were just like really hitting these canisters? Undetermined.
I think it was like
somewhere in between.
Select group of people who were really
I think it was somewhere in between. I don't know, but there was, they were strewn about the premises.
Down the hallways, like all over the rooms, like just a mess.
Oh my God. It's, I think when you look at this and you look at everything everyone was doing, like honestly, one of these things is bad enough. It's like, oh, everybody's wasted, or oh, everybody's doing shrooms, or oh, everybody's doing nitrous oxide. But when you look at like the cross-contamination of this, it's like, this was unnecessary, and it's obviously brewing the demon situation that they said was a curse that was fake. but it's coming true. You know what I mean? It's like,
it was all of these things. It was just like intense from the get-go.
Yeah.
Everybody is just
too much fun.
Having way too much fun. I mean, it's fine. Have fun. Whatever. Do your thing.
Yeah.
But this like got to the point where the attendees of the convention just absolutely trashed the hotel. And not only that, police and ambulances were called for multiple instances of drug and alcohol abuse, like overdoses of drugs and alcohol poisoning multiple times. And, you know, that's going to happen when you have reportedly as much booze and drugs as people were taking.
Oh, God.
And you know, like with mushrooms, you just don't know sometimes like what you're doing or how much you're getting, or like if you've never done them before, like, I don't know, you can go overboard pretty easily. So people are having a bad time, and this just like became like medical emergencies for some people. So, but this was like throughout the entire convention, just like multiple cases of this. And then also people were getting so fucked up, they were taking shits everywhere. We'll get to that more in depth later.
We'll get into like a specific type of shit people were taking.
But somebody pooped in the pool at one point.
Multiple it was a
people.
Toilet.
People also grabbed all the towels from the pool cabanas and threw them into the hot tub, which whatever.
But they jam it into like the
but then somebody grabbed a towel and like very obviously shoved it into the pool pump, which caused major damage to the entire pool system. And then like people shit in the pool, so they couldn't drain it. There was no pump working, so it was just a mess. Close that shit down.
The poor people working there that weekend. I feel so bad.
So bad for all the employees of the hotel.
Oh, God.
And then someone deliberately loosened a pipe in the lobby bathroom, which flooded the floor, and water from the flood dripped down to the basement below. Like it flooded and saturated the floor. Dripped down into the basement below, which fucked up the server room that was right below those bathrooms.
Oh, no.
One of the members of the convention staff was like one of the furries that worked the event, not the hotel staff.
Right.
The convention staff was arrested for sexual assault, and another one was arrested for physical assault.
Oh, God.
So it was just like a constant barrage of just like people doing heinous shit, the cops coming out over and over, an ambulance arriving every few, hours, a plumber coming into the hotel back and forth because of the flooded toilets, and the pool was totally fucked.
Oh my God.
And I think also people were disabling the smoke alarms, like we had said, in their rooms to smoke out their rooms. So there was all kinds of that's like vandalism in and of itself, because if something really did catch on fire, like an entire hotel is at risk. So the fire department is also coming out and having to fix and assess the entire smoke alarm system. A mess. It's huge mess.
Such a mess. And you said the word heinous, which always reminds me of a Law and Order SVU. And I'm just thinking, like, I wish, wouldn't it be so funny if there was like a parody of Law and Order, like the opening of Law and Order SVU, but it's like all specifically about the fucking rainforest. In, what was it? August? Was it
August 2015?
Or in September? Yeah.
Oh.
In September 2015, in the Seattle SeaTac Airport area, a community of furries came together to conduct specifically heinous crimes or whatever.
They acted like animals.
Dun dun.
Dun 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 dun. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I don't know why it always reminds me of that. But yeah. Okay. This is also like a fun, weird thing. So we need to talk about this subculture of it's like a subculture / activity that's like part of furrydom, which I don't think we covered in the first episode, but I went down some real fun Reddit threads today.
Ooh.
And found out
more.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Or say less.
I'm going to say less. I also found a Tumblr that's like some old ass Tumblr of like a lot of photos, and there was a warning that I would see a full gaper on there, but I didn't refresh it. I didn't like load enough images to get to that, and I'm thankful for that. And that's why we're saying less is more. You know what I mean? Say less.
Sure.
Okay, so there is something called crinkling, which sounds fun, right? Like, what is if you were like, oh my God, I'm like a furry and I'm gonna be like crinkling this weekend, what would you think it would be?
It sounds really fun, but it's not. But it does sound fun.
Like, what would you think it sounds like?
I think crinkling would be like if you're a cat and you're like your fursona is a cat and you're like crinkling up paper and playing and like batting it around. That's what I would think.
Oh my God, that's so cute. Or like crinkling. Yeah, it's like, or maybe it has something to do with like big eyelashes or something. It's like, we don't know what this means exactly, but like crinkling, it's very cute. It sounds anime or something to me. It's like,
yeah, like it
sweet.
sounds very sweet, sounds very
playful.
Cute. But it's not.
Yeah. If you were like, oh, this sounds fun, I want to sign up for this, you'd be wrong. It's not fun.
And crinkling is something that a lot of some very fractions, a few
subset.
People,
we don't know size. Yeah.
Of the attendees were taking part in, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And so some crinklers got into the mix at RainFurrest, and that's where things go from like everything's a shit show, everybody's being crazy, everybody's acting like literal like party animals, to this is another level that we were not prepared for.
Oh my God.
Crinkling is not a cute fun, well, maybe it is to some people. I don't know.
I think what happened is people took it a little too far that day, and maybe they weren't even actual crinklers. You know what I mean? Like maybe they just like participated in this because they saw other people doing it. But crinkling, so basically it refers to a subset of furry fandom that it relates to people who are into like quote unquote baby fur, diaper fur, or kid fur, which are like subsets, and that's cosplaying as a younger character. So you're like a younger animal character, and as part of that, you may be a crinkler because you wear a diaper, and that's the sound a diaper makes. So who knows if like, would we even know about this like outside of the furry community? Probably not. This is very specific and probably does not affect, like you were saying, like a large group of the furry fandom. Like it's a portion of it. People were just wearing diapers in general, and a photographer started, like a photographer at the event, an official photographer that was like hired by the convention
for the event. Yep.
Saw people in diapers and was like, what the fuck is this? And was like taking pictures and posting those online. And so like people started finding out what that is. And in and of itself, fine. Not my cup of tea, certainly, but it's theirs and that's fine. And they're adults and they're consenting and doing whatever they want. The thing that crosses the line, however, is when people actually started taking fucking dumps in their diapers when they were crinkling. And just like maybe knowingly or unknowingly shit themselves, to be honest, because people were so fucked up on shrooms and alcohol and stuff. Maybe they didn't even realize that they had done it, but they also didn't change themselves and they didn't have anyone change them. Because I think part of like the baby fur, diaper fur, kid fur, like fursona is that you do look for a caretaker. Like there are social networks where like that
is part of it.
That's part of it. Yeah. Like you need someone to like look after you, and maybe they change your crinkle diaper, and maybe these people were completely unsupervised, just shitting in their diapers, and
Like maliciously shitting.
Maliciously. Like on purpose. Like we're standing waiting to get a snack at the little inn hotel fucking sundries shop. And they're like just like farting in line and taking a dump next to like this group of senior citizens that's also staying in the hotel.
Oh my
God.
God.
It is just, and by the way, okay, there were other people staying in the hotel at this time.
Fucking God, can you imagine staying at the same time as this?
While all this stuff's happening.
This literal shit show is happening.
There's like adult people in diapers. And it's like, do they shit into their furry costume and then does it go into the diaper? Like, how does that work? Are they just shitting in their costume? That sounds like a nightmare. From
pictures that I've seen of this, it's just literally people who are walking around in diapers. Like they're not wearing fursuits.
They didn't even have like a fur head on?
Some did have, or they had like, like ears on or whatever. Yeah. But it was just like, God. They were poo bearing. They were wearing like a shirt and then nothing else, just the diaper.
Donald Duck in it.
Donald Duck in it.
Yeah.
But with a diaper. So.
Oh my God. They were literally Donald Duck in it because some people might have been a duck. Also.
Or poo bearing.
Poo bearing, yeah. But people at the hotel, like other patrons of this hotel, like started complaining because they're like, it smells like shit in here, like
everywhere. Like it's not this overflowing toilet.
No, because that was just pee-pee water probably, and also it was like coming from the wall. They like fucked with it to the point where it was coming from the wall. But it's like, oh my God. And then so fine, everyone's called out. We know there's people. They're shitting in their diapers. Eventually, they take them off, right? Yeah. But what happens when they take off their poopy diaper?
They didn't dispose of it properly, let's just say.
Fucking, they did not diaper genie that shit. There was nary a diaper genie. They fucking, why'd I do that?
I loved it. It was I Dream of Jeannie reference.
Yeah.
Talking about an adult human shitting themselves in a diaper. We can't. This is premium content. What do you want?
Oh my God. Yeah. They fucking, there's no diaper genies. They just took those diapers off and they put them on the ground, in the hallway, on people's actual cars.
Like left diapers on people's cars out in the parking lot of the Hilton Hotel. Random cars leaving shit, like full shit diapers on people's, not baby poop.
No.
Not toddler poop, adult human poop in a diaper on your fucking car. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine going out to your car and finding such a thing? I can't.
Okay, I don't know the answer to this, and you might not either, but like, we know alcohol gives you bad shits, like you get the beer shits. What about shrooms? Like, do you have, like, is that a gross poop? I feel like if you're on shrooms, you might have a gross poop.
You know what? These are questions for
the audience.
This is not in my pay grade right now, so
this is above my clearance level.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Nitrous oxide too. I'm very curious. Like, do you have weird poops? So those could have been really weird poops, but I'm just hoping that it was not uncharacteristically warm that day. The Pacific Northwest, it's rainy, it's cooler temperatures. I really hope those fucking adult shitty diapers weren't just like baking in the sun on the hoods of people's cars, because
it was September.
Oh.
Do you remember?
I was just thinking that.
The 23rd day of September.
Do you remember?
On your car. I don't know.
Do you remember when the furry shit in a diaper? They left it on the hood of your car. And then they ran into the street. That was it.
I don't know. Fucking hell, man.
Oh my God. I don't know either.
As you can imagine, thousands and thousands of dollars in damage was done to several of the facilities of the hotel and several rooms.
Of course, yeah. I mean, we know what happened to the pool. You know, we already talked about everything, but then also like amplify that with like the individual rooms, the hallways. So, I didn't read any reports of this, but you know someone took a dump in an ice machine.
I was just going to say that. I was just going to say that. They had to. I mean, I would. If everybody else is like rampaging, I guess. Why not?
Yeah, that's
no, I would never. That's rude.
I'd get stage fright. I wouldn't be able to do it.
I don't think I could. Yeah,
unless I had the shroom shits or whatever. If that's a thing.
That's true. You don't know.
We have to confirm that, but yeah, we don't know. Oh my God.
A mess. This hotel is trashed.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of dollars worth of damage done to this Hilton.
Oh my God.
The Hilton issued RainFurrest, like the event organizers, a list of all the damages and
like the cost. Yeah, like what it would equate to.
Yeah. And they actually had insurance. RainFurrest itself as a entity is a nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
So they had the hotel has insurance, but the event organizer and the whole organization itself had insurance.
And you honestly fucking probably have to, especially because this sort of thing happens. You know, it's like if you're gonna throw an event in a hotel and it's of this size, you need to have insurance. Like they're not gonna take this on, you know.
Yeah, they had a lot of money because they were a nonprofit. They had raised money, I think, so they had money in the bank and insurance, and so they were like able to pay the damage, the money that they incurred in damages. But Hilton was like, no, fuck you.
They were like, we don't want your diaper money, okay? Yeah, we're not interested.
You guys literally shit all over our hotel. We just want you to get the fuck out and never come back again.
Dude, that's and they were like, you can never throw another RainFurrest event here ever at this hotel, but also any Hilton hotels and also any hotels owned by the Hilton brand. Which is like, that's a lot of hotels. That's like Hilton Gardens, I think a Hampton, Doubletree, like so many.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh my God, they own more than that, way more than
that.
Yeah,
they must own more than that. It's Hilton.
Yeah, they own tons of hotels, so they were banned for life from this particular Hilton and any other Hilton affiliated hotel in this area. And
in general, right?
Yeah. Not only was RainFurrest banned for life from the Hilton, they were banned from surrounding hotels like Marriott's and the Sheraton.
Yeah. They all talk.
Yeah, they all talk. The city of Seattle was like, no, our event spaces are booked. Sorry. And they eventually just had to shut the whole RainFurrest down, the whole convention itself, because they just could not find a place that would accommodate them again.
I get it.
Like they tried to organize 2016 and they could not find a place to host. No. So they just canceled it all together, and this was the cause. Yeah, you better believe the fucking Hilton regional managers went on a campaign to make sure, like scorched earth, like called up all the other hotel managers, spread the word. They did not want anyone else to have to deal with like diaper fuckery like they did. And this was like not on a corporate level. This is like on a human level, like manager to manager, people just trying to do their jobs, being like, hey man, we're competitors. I don't care. You're a human being. I'm a human being. Yeah. Let me tell you what happened here. And please do not let these people anywhere near your hotel.
Yeah. Like, they will shit in your ice machine. And you will have to sterilize it. But first you're going to have to melt all the ice in there. And then they're going to liquefy the shit. Yeah. They're gonna shove stuff into your pool pump. It might be a towel. It might be a dirty diaper.
You guys don't have a gym in your in your hotel? They're going to fuck that up. Shit all over the treadmills.
Oh my God. They're going to shit
Come
on the treadmills.
ellipticals.
Yeah. They're going to shit on the treadmill, and here's what's going to happen. It's going to get smeared onto it just forever. And you can't get that off. And it gets stuck in the engine and in the rotary, and it's all over.
It's all over. And, we didn't even mention, I think there is also, like, damage done to, like, elevators and just, like, corners of the hotel that just, piss and shit and whatever everywhere. Just everywhere.
Yeah.
And they probably had to accommodate, tons of people who were just regular, like, Ethel and Jims who were about to fly to Alaska the next day.
They're fucking trying to catch a cruise. They're like, our cruise starts in Anchorage and it comes back down to Seattle, and we need to get on that 6 a.m. flight. And man, that's a rough part of it. Like, just
the collateral damage of
of just having been someone not even at this convention at that same time. But
fucking hell.
Oh my God. But that's what, like, this, where it's like, yes, there's people fucking near the vending machine on our floor, but they're in costumes.
One's dressed up as Star Fox and the other is
the other smells like shit.
Grimace. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fucking hell.
One's dressed up as Grimace. Oh my God. And
that's not
and then
even
there's
like a furry thing.
No, it might be though. If I ever am a furry, I'm Grimace.
Okay.
First of all, the costume's very forgiving in terms of like shape. I could
he's
look
like a gumdrop.
Yeah, he's like a gumdrop. And also, who doesn't love McDonald's? Like, whatever. That or, well, the Hamburglar's not a furry.
Grimace is like is like an alien from outer space or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's not. He's not like a gumdrop.
Yeah, he's not like an animal. Like,
or a person.
Or a person. He's a Grimace. But yeah, I don't know.
He's something that you'll never understand.
Hey, he was purple. Maybe Prince was onto something.
Oh.
He was singing about Grimace the whole time.
Oh my God! Did we just like pull the curtains back on one of the greatest songs of all time?
He's just like identifies as Grimace.
And the original lyrics were, I would fry for you. Salt 'em if you want me to, you. And it's all a McDonald's song.
Oh my God. Oh
Why?
God, Jesus.
Anywho.
Well, this basically just this experience of this particular RainFurrest 2015 ruined it for the rest of all time. They were never able to get it back together.
There's other furry conventions.
There's other furry conventions if you want to go to one. But this shows that there are assholes, like you said, in every community. Mm-hmm. There exists shitty people, and there was just a contingency of shitty people within this convention, and they ruined it for everybody else. Yeah, it really sucks.
It really sucks because there's like kids and teens, and like there's like a whole spectrum of people that are like excited about this and like looking forward to the convention and like saving their money up for all year to like go and do this thing, and like and then there's people just acting completely
literally
crazy.
Shitting on it.
Literally shitting.
Okay, this convention is for the people that want to participate, but like all you're doing is fucking up somebody's job at who's just trying to come in and work at the hotel for fucking minimum wage, and they're like, I don't get paid enough for this. Like, I think that's the most fucked up thing about this is just like the lack of respect for poor people who just, these poor people who just were coming to their job every day, and they're like, I know. You know what? Fuck this job. I hate it. Like, what the fuck? And for the people that were just staying at the hotel trying to catch a flight the next day.
I know.
Like,
oh my God.
Man.
That's rough. Yeah, it is. It just is that thing of people, you know, a handful of people can ruin it for everyone. And that sounds like what happened here. It's like, you know, I'm sure most people were doing the right thing. And then a handful of people were fucking shitting on the hoods of people's cars or whatever. And I'm like, well.
This is a lesson in don't be an asshole and don't ruin it for the rest of us, you fuckers.
Oh my God. It's like triggering me back to that like grad night story that we got where it's like, really, like, do you have to do this? And now everyone is like, punished for it.
Nobody has to be a cop about it. You just like don't have to be an asshole. Like that's all. That's all.
Oh God.
Ugh. It's people just don't know how to act. They just like don't know how to be in public.
Yeah, act like you've been somewhere.
Act like you've been somewhere. And some people can't. And you know what? We live in a society and we're allowed to like do fucking weird, cool shit and have subcultures. But man, don't ruin it for that subculture by being an asshole.
Luckily, it sounds, pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward.
Luckily, it sounds like luckily, it sounds like this hasn't affected the furry community as a whole. Like, this wasn't something we knew about or like that we thought about immediately when we like did the furry episode. You know, it's like, luckily, like versus Gathering of the Juggalos,
where that's just always a shit show.
That's tainted. Emphasis on taint. That has tainted the entire Juggalo community. You know, it's like, oh, aren't they the people that throw shit at Tila Tequila?
Yeah.
Whereas the furry stuff, it's like, I just say, oh, isn't that people in fursuits like cosplaying and sometimes fucking?
Well, because it is such a small slice of life, like we wouldn't hear about it.
That's
and
fair.
We wouldn't associate it with it because it is like such a niche event.
Yeah. But we do now, and you're welcome.
But we do now, and you're welcome. Yeah. Or maybe you didn't want to know about that, and I'm sorry, but it.
Yeah, sorry. Oh my God.
It happened, and it's a big part of furry history. And some people did end up leaving the community over this. Like, it was upsetting to them to the point where they're like, you know, I'm out. So I read some Reddit accounts of it, and I was like, oh God.
Yeah,
disappointing.
People,
you know,
can't
have nice things. You know,
no, can't have nice things, and people are like, well, now I don't want to associate with this, and that's sad especially because it's something that people love. I mean, it's like a hobby, you know, it's something that people are passionate about. So
assholes, man, they're everywhere.
I know,
in every realm and every subculture, they exist.
Every fandom's got an asshole.
Totally, at least Anne.
But usually more.
I'm going to just say that's all I have to say about this.
Good. Yeah.
There's a lot more like detail and stuff and accounts of other heinous things that happen. But you know what? That's all we're going to leave you with here.
Yeah. I think that's enough. You get it. You get the point.
Just the gist of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you guys for listening. I'm sorry that you know about this now, but also you're welcome.
Yeah. Hashtag premium content.
I love it. It was really fun to research. I made the mistake of reading a lot about the poop aspect of it as I was eating lunch today.
No.
Don't do that. But what are you gonna do?
If you do find that Tumblr, I don't know, if you do find that Tumblr page, thread, I don't know what you call it, but definitely you can look at the first page that loads of images. I didn't go further than that, so in case you see a gaper, just a warning.
It's there. It's out there.
There is a gaper. I don't know if it's just an asshole with like a furry suit around it. Like I don't know what the gaper scenario is.
Or like a full goatee. Like
yeah. It's hard to say, and I'm thankful I didn't see it. So
thank you guys for listening. Follow us on social media at DTFU Podcast everywhere.
We'd love a review on iTunes.
We'd love that. Love that. Let us know what you think, what you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Send us a note. You can do that on our website, dtfupodcast.com.
Mm-hmm.
Send us an idea for an episode that you might have. And we look at this.
Oh my God. DJ Brian Derek.
My second favorite DJ in the world.
Yep, that's right.
Go DJ. That's my DJ. Go DJ. The first is my husband.
Your
DJ,
husband.
So
Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
In case people, if people don't know why. Yeah. No, it's chain smokers.
Fuck you. Can you imagine? Oh Jesus. All right. Okay, that's it. All right. Thank you guys. We love you. Listen, be excellent to yourselves. Stay excellent to yourselves.
Yeah, and each other, obviously. Yeah. Big time.
Don't fuck it up for anybody else, okay?
Yeah. If you want to shit in a diaper and put it on the hood of your own car, that's fine. Do that. Yeah. Do that at home. But don't bring other people into it. Be excellent to them.
Yeah. Do that.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
No, you didn't.